Hi everybody, Sanbonani. Welcome to Reality Buzz TV, where we talk about all things reality TV shows and all things reality TV show stars. Listen, you guys, I am so confused with Tsepo and Palesa. 1 minute I think this one is acting, and then another I'm thinking, no, it's not this one that is acting, it's another one. I'm thinking Palesa is acting, and then I'm like, no, 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 it's Tsepo who is acting. I'm confused, okay? Now, you guys, let's talk about Tsepo and Palesa on Married at First Sight, the recent episode, or should we say 2 episodes. Now, this is what I feel now. I feel like the Tsepo that was at the first episode where the guys were being introduced to us, that Tsepo is gone. The Tsepo that was at the wedding that turned around and looked at Upalisa, that Tsepo is not around anymore. That Tsepo is gone. I don't know where he went, but that Tsepo is gone. The Tsepo that came on the show and looked like he really genuinely was looking for a wife and he was really going to give it his best shot, that Tsepo is gone. The Tsepo that was with Palesa the night of the wedding, that Tsepo is gone. The Tsepo that was there the next morning, that Tsepo is gone. Now, I've been trying to figure out what could have happened that now Tsepo is just not the Tsepo that we initially met. Now, you guys, when I was watching Lungelo's interview with D, D said that she never really applied to go on the show, but she was approached by somebody. And that person was like, you know what, there is this show. I think it would be good for the show. So it wasn't a situation where Dee was sitting and thinking, you know what, I'm really struggling to find a husband. What can I do? And then saw the show and they were like, and then she was like, you know what, let me apply. No, she was approached by somebody that said, you know what, I think you'd be good for the show. Now, how does a producer of the show know you'd be good for the show when they don't know if you are looking for a partner? If you are ready for marriage? Like there's so many things that you have to consider before you say you are good for a show that is looking for people to get married. So I am thinking that the producer was just saying her look, maybe her personality, and thinking she would work well on TV. That makes me feel like this show is more of a show than a reality TV show about people really getting married. It's more about the show than it is about marriages. And so the people that are there, it is questionable whether they were ready to really get married, if they really were looking for wives, because some of us approach the show when we watch it from the point of we are watching people that had tried to find partners in their lives and they couldn't, and they finally decided to go on the show and let's see if this works for them. And I think that is a wrong way to watch the show, because it sounds like the producers seek these people out to be part of the show. And if they think that your personality, like you would work for the show, you good TV, then they would put you on the show. So that makes me look at the show different. Now, with Tsepo, when we initially met him, he really seemed like a genuine guy, you know. But my thing is, do they take the time to really find out if these people are really single? You know, like if they approach you, for an example, like they approached you and they say, you know, you really would be good for the show, but do they take the time to really find out, are you single? Are you single? When was your last relationship? Are you out of that relationship? Like clear cut, you have told the person that it's over. You are no longer spending time with that person. You haven't made promises to someone else that you are going to try something with them. You are single, okay? And nobody is hoping that you are going to come back to them. There's no situation like that. When we put you on this show, you are only going to be focused on your wife. Does anybody take time to do that? Because I think that for Tsepo had somebody, and this is what I'm thinking might be possible. Tsepo might have had somebody, because I really do feel like at the beginning of the show, he genuinely was wanting to focus on this wife. He was excited that he had been matched with a beautiful woman and they seemed to get along. But somewhere along the line, along the line of the show or whatever, something happened to Tsepo. I feel like whoever is the woman that he might have had something with it that he thought was not going to become something. Maybe when he now went back to work and told them that, you know what, I just got married. Okay, that colleague that he's always wanted, but the colleague was not really showing much interest. That colleague was like, what do you mean you got married? You understand what I'm saying? I feel like something must have changed, and it has to do with this relationship that he has with a colleague. I see Tsepo trying to gaslight Palesa about the whole situation, because what happened is they are going to work, they are riding in the car together, the phone rings, and then the reaction by Tsepo is very suspicious. And the person that is calling is a colleague. He says that it's a colleague that is calling him before work, before he gets to work. So you can imagine what time that was. And also, Palesa says that Tsepo jumped when the phone rang, but Tsepo is denying that that was the situation. Then he is complaining that why is Palesa now becoming the CIA? Let me tell you something, okay? I'm the CIA, okay? If I am trying to find out from you what's happening with a certain phone call or a certain somebody, and I'm thinking, and my guts as a woman is telling me that something is going on, but I'm asking you and you are not giving me answers. Let me tell you something. I become the CIA, the FBI, the CNN, the SAPC, the PEP, the Woolworths. I become everything, okay? I become everything. And I go and I find the truth. I'm just like that, you guys. I'm not that one that says, don't touch the phone, okay? Don't, I'm not like that, okay? I want to live the truth, okay? If I am with a cheater, I want to know so that I can be comfortably living with a cheat. I don't want to think that I have a good man on my side and he's not a good man. I just want to know the truth. I'm just that person that wants to know the truth. And if you're not going to tell me the truth, I will find it. Okay? I become Kwanazi in my own house. I'm like that. So I know some people will be like, why was Palesa touching his phone? Palesa, listen, if you want to know the truth, touch the phone, okay? And look at the messages or something. Call the work and find out. Do you have this person in your company? And if they don't have it, then he needs to give you the answer. So I support Palesa investigating, because it is early enough in their relationship for her to make a decision to be like, hold on, this is not it. But it's difficult to make a decision if the person next to you is not giving you the answers. You're trying to find out, but honey, why is this person calling? You're going to work. Why is it urgent? If maybe it's 6 in the morning, why is this person calling you so early? And if this person is being dodgy, giving you the answers, call the office and find out. Call the office and find out so that you can make the right decision for yourself. Okay, so I support the FBIing in the relationship. Okay, if you need to know the truth, find out the truth. Now, It seems to me like he is more upset about the fact that Palesa investigated than he is about the fact that there's something that I, as a husband, there's something that I am doing here that is making my wife feel like she cannot trust me. And how can we fix that? It's like, how dare you investigate? How dare you call the office? Maybe he got to the office and the girlfriend was like, hey, your wife just called me. You know, I don't know, you guys. I don't like how Tsepo is treating Upalisa. Even though I have moments where I feel like even Palesa herself, there's something that I'm not understanding about this whole thing of her not wanting to do things on camera, but she's on a reality TV show. You went on a show and said you are looking for a husband. We are supposed to be watching your journey in looking for a husband. And you are out here telling us that you are going to have a conversation with your husband away from the cameras. Why the hell would you do that when we pay for DSTV to watch you have a conversation with your husband on camera? And now all we are watching is you running away from having a conversation with your husband on camera. I don't get that with Palisa. I don't get that. If your husband is sitting down wanting to have a conversation, if there are things that you don't want to reveal on camera because he does not want them reveal them on camera, because that's what the show is about. It's supposed to be transparent so that we can know, we can follow the journey. Okay, we can understand who is wrong, who is right. Okay, then there is a baby situation. Okay, now you guys listen. I don't care if you're married or not, but if you're going to have a baby with somebody, you need to take a bit of time to get to know the person. Okay? The marriage certificate from Home Affairs doesn't tell you if this person can be a good father or not. So, how are you already trying for a baby with a man that you don't even know, that you were matched with by the TV producers who are hoping for high rating on their TV show? So I don't get it. I don't get the fact that Tsepo has already said that he wants a baby from Palisa, and Palisa was actually trying to help Tsepo have a baby. Like she is considering having a baby with a man that she doesn't know. A man that is possibly cheating on her. I don't get it, okay? So I do feel like Tsepo is probably more wrong than Palesa, but Palesa is not innocent in this situation. Because you can't tell me that, like, within a few weeks of being married to somebody, and the person that on the second day of you being married was talking about polygamy, and that very same person whom in a few weeks is in the car answering a call and jumping at the phone call, and you are considering having a baby with that person. Something is going on behind the scenes with Palisa and Tsepo that we are not seeing, and it's driving me crazy. Also, Utsepo says that Upalisa is curating this whole thing. She wants to appear a certain way on TV. She wants to create a situation that doesn't exist. And also, she is trying to curate their life on camera. She's been telling Utsepo, no, when we go see the experts, only discuss this, don't discuss that. Okay? Now the producer says, show me the text messages. Utepo takes out the phone. The text messages have nothing to do with the curation of the scripts and whatever. Nothing. The text messages were just Upalis are talking about, how come you have blocked me now on your social media? How come now you have removed me as a follower? Why did you do that? Didn't we talk about that already? Like, I'm like, so where are you said that Palisa is curate. Palisa issued a statement and said, you must talk about this with the experts. Where are those text messages? There are no text messages. I don't know, you guys. I obviously don't think that Tsepo no Palesa are going to work now, and it's unfortunate because there were two of the one of the two couples that I thought they had a better chance at working. I think that there is something that happened between Tsepo walking down the aisle and marrying Palesa, and now where we are with the show. Something happened with Tsepo, whether an ex-girlfriend came back, whether that colleague that had always said no to him suddenly said yes when she heard that he is married. Something happened that is now making him pull back, and he is doing things and starting conversation where he's wanting, oh, like there was a point where he was making ama cocktails and they're sitting down, they're sipping on the cocktails. Then he starts that conversation. It's almost like he wants to walk away, but he does not want to be the one that is going to look bad and walk away. So he wants to push Palisa to walking away, and he'll be the man that is left standing when he is the one that caused her to walk away. And then there is the courtesan situation. Like the mother said no to that. It's possible that she really said no because there is a voice note, but I kind of feel like Temba called him, his mother, and said, Mama, can you just say no so that Palisa doesn't come? I really just feel like there are possibilities that Tsepo is the one that called the mother and said she must send a voice note to say that she is saying no, because he really, Tsepo doesn't. Tsepo has made a decision that he does not want to be married to Palisa, but he does not want to walk out. He wants to push Palisa to walk away, and he's going to push and push and push. And he knows now. He knows all of the triggers. Palisa, so he's going to trigger her and trigger her and trigger her and trigger her until Palisa walks out, and he's gonna be left being that man that said, "Listen, I was trying to just find a partner." I was just trying to find a partner, and I didn't find a partner here. Okay, so I guess this is it for me. He wants to be that man. When he is the one that is going to be driving Palisa away. And what is this thing with Tsepo not liking Mokoto? Was it Mokoto, the other girl, the actor? That one is an actress. Okay? When we talk about that relationship, because we'll get to talk about that, that one is an actress of note. Futsi, not even like a TV actress at that point. On the show, she's like a theater actress. Like theater actresses are like, they just. Have you been to watching a theater production? Everything is that she's like that actress. Mukoto is that actress on the show. I got act. I don't know, you guys. This season, they might as well have made a show for. Ooh, did I say Uvus that last time I said? What is his name? Guys, let's call him Vus. And Nelisa. They should have just made a show for that couple, because the rest of them, like, anyway. I know that it's weird because if one couple quits, halfway through the journey, then the show is not the same. But, like, honestly, Upalisa, even if she walks away, like, I don't see the marriage working. Like, and also the things that Utsepo now is starting to say about her, I'm like, I know, let's release Palesa. Let's release Palesa from this prison. Next week, she's going to be saying something about being pregnant. I hope she's not talking about herself being pregnant. I hope she's talking about maybe that woman that was on the phone said, I could be pregnant. She's not talking about herself. And also, Tsepo has been seen in some mall walking to the car with the nappies. The Pampers. And let me tell you something. No man buys Pampers for nobody. Okay, they will buy anything for, but they will not buy Pampers for the kids that are not there. So Tsepo has a baby. So I'm just wondering, does that mean that Palisa had a baby later on? Does that mean that the colleague had a baby? I think that it's possible that the colleague had a baby because Tsepo is just acting weird. Okay. Anyway, you guys, that's all that I wanted to talk about on this video. Just Tsepo and Palesa. They are making my BP go high and low and everything while I'm watching them, because I'm like, what happened to this couple? Because they showed so, I mean, I was so hopeful. I was so hopeful about Palisa and Tsepo, but guys, it's not working out. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Tell me what you think about it in the comment section. Like the video before Pumegala, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ngine thanda kakhulu.